به من گفتی که دل دریا کن ای دوست، همه دریا از آن ما کن ای دوست. دلم دریا شد و دادم به دستت، مکش دریا پرواز کن ای دوست، مکش دریا بخون پرواز کن ای دوست. به من گفتی که دل دریا همه دریا
All my friend told me was that you're 17 years old, you're from Philadelphia, and that you're taking 6 weeks to make a movie that you wanted to interview me for. Other than that, I was wondering if you could explain, like, what I'm about to participate in and just how it all started.
Yeah, okay, totally. So, one day I knew that I really wanted to make a movie, but for the life of me, I could not figure out what story it should tell. Yeah. But I also don't think that should ever be a problem in the world we live in, because it's a world that's, like, overflowing with stories. So, basically, I reached out to as many people as I could find from as many walks of life as I could in search of stories. Some of these people I knew before, but the vast majority I didn't, and I became friends with in the most random ways. Like, I befriended people in the comment sections of celebrities' Instagram posts, I hung flyers in public places, I reached out to people I haven't spoken to since I was 7. All of these methods presented me with 54 different interviewees from 30 different countries, and on camera I'm asking all of you the same questions, which are going to be: 1, where are you right now? 2, where are you going? And 3, okay, so this question is complicated, kind of, so I'm just going to explain it, and at the end, tell me if you don't understand. Crumple up a piece of paper and hold it in your hands. This paper is like a sponge that soaks up the words you say and repeats them to the next person who holds it. You're about to throw the paper to someone who's making the same journey as you, and God willing, one day they'll meet you at your destination. Speak into the paper what you want this person to know in the meantime.
Right! This is a cool activity, actually.
And I'm also asking all of the people for shots of the places that they call home. So every single shot that's going to be in the movie is going to be taken by you guys. Like, nothing that you're going to see is going to come from YouTube or the internet or the news or anything like that. We live in a small world. Connecting with people is easier than we think. I want this project to be an example of what can happen when we take advantage of that.
Just like many fellow humans, I believe I'm in this path of understanding. The understanding of the world around me and the world within me. You know, physically we can be in a lot of places, but overall, I think the big picture is that we are in this path to understand, to make sense.
Mentally, seriously, I don't know where I am.
Physically, at home. Mentally, not at home. Like, my mind is all over.
And I live from 2016 till now as a refugee.
En la cocina de dos hermanas de la provincia de Sevilla, de España.
So right now I'm not very comfortable where I live, and I don't connect with the place or connect with the people. I'm going to a better place, hopefully trying to find a home where I describe it.
But what's wrong with your current home?
So
Okay, Nina, hi, it's Kenzie. So, here's the thing. We are at Sarah's home, and her parents are upstairs. So, Shams is saying that he is uncomfortable just... Yeah, he's uncomfortable saying that he is gay in front of Sarah's parents. That's the only problem.
They're not gonna have a nice reaction.
Yeah, they're gonna probably like kick him out of the house or something. So we don't want that to happen.
Well, I personally feel like right now I'm at home. This little house where we are right now, it's a place that we have been living in for the last 2.5 years.
I'm now in Beijing, the capital of China.
I'm from Palestine, Gaza Strip, which is the largest open-air prison in the world.
And we are from Mumbai, India.
I started in one of the oldest orchestras, steel drum orchestra in the world. The guy who invented the instrument was from my neighborhood. I come from far.
This song makes people know about my country. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it.
Life's being so great to me at the moment.
Like every thing in my life feels like it's falling apart.
Но в нашей жизни, к сожалению, все устроено так, что приходится выбирать там, где будут нормально платить, для того, чтобы работу стабильную.
I am looking for more professional development.
Finding funds, budgets.
Okay, so what advice would you give to someone in the same position that you were in when you were poor?
When I was poor, I was keep praying, right? And I was asking Lord for health and strength. And that's the only solution and power you can give to someone to help them. Keep praying, and everything we will achieve in life. God gonna answer your prayers.
I always think about how God knows everything, and if He knows everything, He actually knows that deep inside me I did not choose to be gay.
Hay que tener esa confianza de que todo va a estar bien si siempre estamos poniendo nuestras ideas y nuestros planes en las manos de Dios, porque en Él es que tenemos la victoria.
There is so much you don't know.
Because God chose us to live in Gaza and to face all of this for a reason. Everything that's happening in your life is for a reason.
Everything is for a reason. I love this. I really believe in it.
Keep it trying, keep your faith, keep believing in your dreams.
If they claim that God doesn't love me for who I am, I did not choose to love guys. Why would I in such a society that wouldn't accept me, that would lock me away for me just being who I am and loving who I love? And
Satu, a blessing word in Buddhism that means great or right, in a way that it's fulfilling the fairness, the gracefulness, and the happiness as well.
Okay, this is Ramadan, and it's time to break our fast. And this is one of my favorite moments in Ramadan. with the whole family.
Ulombe usiambiwe. The prayers have got no end, so you have to keep praying, don't get tired.
And they forced me to pray. I can't be forced to pray because religion is something you actually believe in. And they thought the key to me getting better was to pray 5 times a day.
Like, listen, when I have a discussion about religion or about culture with people who do not get it at all about Islam, for example, those people, when they talk to me about Islam, when they condemn Muslim people, I am flexible enough to listen to those people, wait for them to finish their story, and explain to them what Islam means in reality. I'm not sure 20 years ago I would handle those kind of conversation with those kind of people.
Like, I identify as Muslim, and I also identify as gay. It's nothing I am ashamed of or I will ever be ashamed of.
Y eso es lo que a mí más me llena.
Where do we go from here?
Where am I going? I'm going to stay in Zurich. I'm moving forward.
I'm going to a lot of places, like
I'm going crazy. In a good way though.
Poppy, where are you going?
Back to my chair.
I think where I'm heading is really what I'm thinking about the most.
I genuinely, sometimes it scares me how I literally have no idea where I'm gonna go in the future.
In the room?
I feel like I'm looking forward to what's ahead. It kind of feels like freedom.
Ask him what he wants to do.
He doesn't know how to speak yet.
Okay.
Right now, I'm thinking about my day. If it's going to be amazing or just normal. And I know it's going to be amazing.
To a better future?
For better things.
Going to be a better person.
And I feel like that's what the rest of my life is going to be.
So I'm looking forward for a better future where I will be able to help other girls in my country.
Some basic gender violences in my society, so I would like to change them.
They don't have an access to education, which is a common thing in Tajikistan, especially in rural areas. I am actually one of the girls who was from the rural area, but I tried my best to get education, and I want to empower other girls to do the same thing what I did.
Do you know who's capable of doing anything that she puts her mind to?
Yes, I am.
Who is?
I am. I'm going to be a kind of a very unique and special woman.
I'm an adventurous woman.
So many women do not realize their potential and their strength and what they could do if they were encouraged and allowed to do.
Tatuna mikanchi, cha yuyai wami nyukaga, yuyai takuni kaibi imagina, shu pachamanta shamusha, shu yachai kuchumanta pani shamushka.
But in the bigger picture, where I'm going is in a direction where I will have an impactful voice.
I think I'm a person who try to help another people, you know?
I know it's a really vague answer, but just where I want to go is just where I can influence people the most.
I felt responsible as a survivor of 3 wars and 12 years of siege. I felt responsible to do something through my major to help Palestinians, to help Gazans, and to help refugees.
To make sure that for the skills I gained in my school years, I'm going to help others who have never gone to school.
To understand the big opportunities that we have like a country to be a great potential state in Latin America.
Nyuka kausaipi, tukui mamalakta, kuchupi ama kungaringapa. Tukui chagra kunapi yuyarishpami makita churanu. Sami yachay tarpui yuyay shamuchu mamalakta Ecuador.
Tarani, Marani, Korle, Parsapani. You're the queen, I'm the queen. Now who's gonna do the work? Who's gonna do the unglamorous work?
We have the opportunity to change, and we have to change right now.
You have to stay open, you have to stay humble, and you have to be willing to do the work.
We find love, yeah. We get up, we fall down, we give up.
But the problem is with get injured.
بالضبط انا مش من الموت خايفين من الاصابات.
Hey guys, my name is Iman Abu Hasira. I'm 17. I'm from Palestine, Gaza Strip.
Right now, for Venezuela, it's very important to build a better future.
My life isn't really very stable. People aren't on my side. The law isn't on my side.
I don't feel that I would be the same person without experiencing wars. It taught me to appreciate my life and to appreciate the moment, because I may lose my life in a matter of seconds.
I was actually outed by a guy who was my brother's friend. He called my parents and he told them that I'm not straight, and they told me that if this is actually who I am, I'm gonna have to leave my house, and that they wouldn't talk to me again. They would abandon me, and for them, I wasn't someone who they gave birth to and raised. And it's sad because it kind of ruined my life.
In Venezuela, we live in a regime is very dangerous for people because we lost our freedom.
Palestinians in Gaza Strip are suffering mainly from the blockade. For decades, Israel has controlled Gaza by air, land and sea, regulating what goes in and what goes out. For people who do not understand what siege is, imagine yourself living in a prison. You can't get out of it, and no one can come and visit you.
If you have to put gas in your car, it's a torture. The gas in Venezuela is free, but you have to make a line of 2,000 cars, and you lost 8 hours, 10 hours in a line to put gas on your car. It's very hard to, when you walk on Venezuela streets and you find people eating from the trash, you are impacted, no?
I can't believe that this is my reality.
I know it's very difficult to explain this kind of things because you have to live it to understand.
I have faced death so many times. Death was so near. Last time was on my birthday this month. Instead of waking up on birthday song and birthday celebration, I just woke up at the sound of missiles and rockets and F-16 rockets. And it was the worst birthday ever. Instead of celebrating my birthday, I was just running from this corner to this corner just to still alive.
And one day I actually decided that I need to leave. So I tried to take away my own life, and at this moment, when I actually overdosed, I didn't want to die. I was afraid because this couldn't be the end. There was supposed to be more, and here I am living, and I experienced a lot of things, and I met new people, and I became accepting. I'm helping others.
Because I don't feel that I'm living. I'm even living. Like, we're all dead here, man. We're all dead here, and there's no life in Gaza. You don't feel alive at all.
You know, I didn't put in my mind that I will be talking about Gaza and Palestine
for the whole interview.
But basically this is the difference between interviewing a person that lives in Gaza Strip and other places. Every single fucking detail in our life, every single fucking thing that we're thinking of or dreaming of, or love or hate, is just controlled by siege and controlled by Gaza.
So I feel like I'm trying to find a place where I feel safe.
I hope that you are safe, and I hope that you feel safe enough to come to the place where we're supposed to meet. But I hope that you'll have the courage to get there, because that'll give me the courage to get there too.
I like a better future for my country. I would like a better future for my students, and of course a better future for my family.
Something like bigger responsibility. What are my responsibilities about my family as a single person, like my sisters, my niece, my parents? What can I do now? What can I do to make it better?
Чтобы я жила и знала, что завтра у меня будет день, будет хлеб, и я смогу беречь себя и сына.
When he born, he cried a lot.
Can you open your eyes? Can you open your eyes? Almost.
And he kissed me a lot. But now he said, oh, he's a big boy now. Sometimes he's a little naughty boy, but he's a very good boy. He always said, Mommy, I love you so much.
There's a good news that I really want to share with you is that I'm just engaged.
Recently, especially after my divorce, which happened 4 years ago, I have been feeling new things. Never show your back to your family. Your family are unique. You cannot find no one else like them. Your best friend never could be your family.
The lesson I learned is human beings are just human beings. I remember when I was a little boy, when I was younger, people would tell a story that would make a difference between white people, black people, American people, African people, Senegalese people. But while working with those people, I found out actually we all are human beings. We all have our, I would say, our drawbacks.
You know, we don't come up with it as quick as we used to, but we'd have
Speak for yourself.
We also have our advantages. We have our skills.
Because I'm usually happy. I'm always happy. So.
I found out the way people here make mistakes is the same way American people can make mistakes. It's the same way European people can make mistakes. There is no huge difference between human beings. Now the difference would be in culture. And to me, the people who don't know about other people's culture, this is where the global problems start. People who don't share are the people who usually make the big mistakes. These are the people who create wars, who create misunderstanding among human beings, who create problems among countries and other cultures.
When people in my class say death to Arabs and stuff like that, and I said I talked with them, I danced with them, I did sports with them, I can say these things.
Julie, I'm sorry because I'm so glad I had to shower.
No, I don't smell anything. I can't say that because I can generalize them. I love them.
I hope you find someone who will change your perspective.
I hope wherever you are and wherever you go, you keep learning about the place, about the people, just opening your heart and your mind to just integrate whatever it comes to you. Hopefully one day you will also learn from me and I'll also learn from you.
I hope you heard what Jasmine just said.
This is what I want you to understand. Life is not made of one day. It's a long, long way. But just remember, you will not be able to know life without having other people help you. But what is important is you should not see those people always as your teachers. They will kind of have the key to open the door of that room of knowledge, and they will push you into that room of knowledge. It's going to be up to you to find where the lights are, put the lights on, learn whatever you want to learn, and keep life going. You will struggle sometimes, you will make mistakes, you will fall down, you will hit some stuff because you won't be able to see well. But from standing again, walking again until you find the lights, this is what life is about.
Learning should never stop. You just keep digging more. You just keep opening your eyes more. You just keep getting humbled by life. It's not the destination of reaching this sense of enlightenment where you have all the answers. It's to be able to come to that place where you have more questions, where you're not bound by a certain idea or a certain viewpoint or a certain idea of truth, where you start to realize that just like billions and billions and billions of beings in this world, truth points and perspectives are incredibly diverse. And to be able to come to that state of just this awe and wonder about how much that we are unable to understand in the world, it's incredibly humbling. It's incredibly confusing. But I think that's the point I want to get at. If I'm able to see that and try to empathize with as much as I can, this journey, incessant, constant journey towards understanding better, I think that would be a phenomenal destination.
That was the shittiest interview.
I know, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was not good.
It's honestly, I think it's better than you think. I think you'll see when I edit them all together that it was pretty good.
Hey, listen, I was only kidding when I said that because I assume you know what you're doing, okay? Don't worry about it.
Okay, Poppy.
How many people are you going to interview?
Right now I have 30.
30?
You done?